What is up, my spirits and phrase souls? I'm live. Oh, and my avatar is lagging. Whatever. And I'm playing Slay the Princess. Let's see if Bonk works. No. What the heck? How does that not work? Wait, is there something? Hmm. Let's see here. It's not connected for some reason. There we go. What? God dang it. I don't know. Whatever. Let's play. This is a love story. Oh. She looks different the last time. Oh, yeah. Loading game. Yeah, this is where I was. Okay, hold on, let me fix some stuff here. Okay, there we go. With AQ. Automatic saves. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Oh. Oh, quick saves. Okay, I see. Did something happen? No. Load. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Deja.
And in the basement of that cabin...
Okay. Where's the Slayer? I actually... That's like... I'm ready to go back. Ah, okay, so... Oh, okay, right. So we're at the beginning, we're at chapter 1. I see. What should we... Should I be... What if I'm obedient? I don't like that though. Have I done this? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
End of the world. Oh, okay. Man, I don't know. Let's go with this.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a...
I hate this.
Or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Big. Alright, I guess. Just continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Alright. Same thing.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Oh.
The air is stale.
Have you ever gone down without a dagger? Let's enter basement without a dagger.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh.
revealing a staircase faintly
Something new?
illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh. Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Can you see that? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Hi! Okay, let's try and be as friendly as possible and see what the hell happens.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Oh
There's a
my
lot
God.
riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Sure! Oh yeah, we never got her out of the cabin. Well, actually once, I think. Let's go completely against the narrator, this will be fun.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Nah. You think so, huh?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Oh no.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's go upstairs again and see, because the mirror just magically appeared. So perhaps a key can as well. Oh fuck, I forgot one thing. Hold on. You always forget that. we go. Okay. Now we're back. I'm going to check the upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh, interesting.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Interesting.
Is someone else here?
Well, they locked it.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. And you won't leave until the task is done.
Narrator, I don't have the knife. Oh, so did the narrator... No, the narrator doesn't have any powers, right? I mean, fine.
You try the door,
Yeah.
and it's locked from the outside.
Surprise.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Did I cut the chains with a blade or the
Easier
knife?
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her hand to her mouth.
I wasn't prepared for
Staring
that.
you in with the determination of a trapped
Oh
wolf.
my goodness. I mean... Fair enough, princess.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of
Oh.
bouncing metal.
Wait, behind?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, let's let's go completely against it. Let's try and save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Mm-hmm.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She doesn't seem too bothered by it, at least.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the
Yeah.
whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No,
Well, the
we
door.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Oh.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh? Really?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
The narrator can't take control of my body.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh! Warn her. Save. Okay. Yeah. Let's try that.
Stop that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Yeah, let's just... Go as far as we can.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Okay, so she understands.
She nervously reaches towards you
Oh.
and takes the blade from your
Oh.
infuriating,
Oh, no.
rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm trying out new path, narrator.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
So she kills us then.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It
Sinew?
is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
What do you mean? You've been stabbed. What is it? 28 stab wounds.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel? Wait, so
You're on a path in the woods,
I was gonna say,
and at the end of that path
is this the
is a
first
cabin.
time
And in the basement of that
I
cabin is a
died?
princess.
She survives?
You're here to slay her.
In the beginning, in other world. Okay, no.
I can
But I
assure
died.
you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Meh.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What's our voice?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Wow, what the heck? Wait, what is that? Wait. Maiden? Oh, let me look that up. Or is it smitten? You're strongly attracted to someone. I see. Ah. Oh no.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
This is probably the worst voice so far.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Yeah, let your emotions take over.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
There's a
Its stone
mirror.
walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I guess if she's gonna look more... I have no clue. Because... it feels like if I'm being nice to her, she's gonna look more royal-like, and if I'm... well, not technically an ass, well, well, kind of an ass, I did beat her up. But we did kill each other, and then she turned more demon-like.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I approached the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh, it's the banner, I think.
But there was and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Let's continue then, and we're gonna get another voice if we do technically the same thing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
No!
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Yeah, unjust.
You know she can't hear it, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Well...
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
Oh my goodness.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back.
Oh, we never
I
told
didn't
him,
want to
right?
believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Oh, no.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
This is gonna turn so bad if I'm gonna like kill her at some point.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Well, I can, but
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
the hero is.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh wait, yeah, this is gonna be another ending if we kill her now. Oh, I didn't bring the knife. Dang it. Oh, interesting. So, well, I can't slay her. Dang it. Oh, what happened after I died? That's interesting.
You died, and now we're talking.
Right. She doesn't say much, does she? Dang it. What? Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Oh, right. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Okay, let's try and turn this around then.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. You're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Here we go. Well, there's no option for that. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? Wait, before we started talking? What? What do you mean after?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Yeah. Ooh, remain silent. Oh, oh! Okay, we can't rescue her anymore. Okay. No, I don't want the world to end. Remain silent.
Then I didn't end the world.
Uh-huh. Sure.
See, she didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh my god.
I'm not so sure.
No, dang it, really? God dang it.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Oh,
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
we can't do anything
The
else.
version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Okay, I don't even. I didn't really read the.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I wanna try and attack the entity as well later.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Ooh, she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Hmm.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Really? Alright.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
There's still something playing along here, and maybe. Well, no, it's not the entity then. Like, for example, how did the door lock? Was that the narrator then? I thought the narrator couldn't really do anything.
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest,
Titanic
I
depth.
will end our life without a second thought.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
I mean, something's gonna take a quick turn though.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. I want to try and, well, I want to try and exit the cabin. We leave, yeah. I guess the door is gonna close though, but
That sounds perfect.
the music change.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you.
I love the narrator, dude.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? It's
Yeah, it does
oh,
close.
isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Yeah, didn't I do that? Okay, so it is the narrator. Interesting.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
This is where she goes crazy, I guess.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will have ever known. Are you listening to us? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Dang it. I think I got this. Open the door by yourself. You think you can open it? That's superhuman strength.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
We gotta believe.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Oh, oh, this is probably one of the funniest routes so far.
And
Nothing happens.
the lock clicks and the door.
What? It worked!
Kidding. I told you our love was insurmountable.
Wait, so... Wait, what the heck? Doesn't the... I'm so confused. Doesn't the narrator have full control then? Well, I guess not, since we did, like, disobey his order last time.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade.
Ah! Oops. Oh, yeah. Let's quickly turn this around. Wait, was it? Yeah, killing her. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. He's not gonna suspect anything, eh?
You take the blade from the table, turning its tip towards the unsuspecting princess.
Oh my god. Let's...
Wait. No. You barbarian, what are you doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you.
Oh, interesting.
Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for
Well,
saying
not
this.
really,
I
though.
know
Well-
it must have been difficult.
Slay an innocent. Ah, what the heck? Dude. Lady killer.
Oh, I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
I do wonder how she's gonna react now.
Get over it. You
Oh.
smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over
Oh,
it
no, no, no.
for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is
Hello.
rash. This is
Thank you.
This is the only left for us
Kansai
now that
Whitey.
you've gone.
Thank you for the raid. How is you, Kuro? What the heck? Hello. Hi. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? And how was your stream? I started streaming again after like many months. Yeah, it's been a long while, yeah. Awesome! Perhaps it was good to start playing Elden Ring because oh yeah, the DLC dropped. Right, I heard about that. I did see someone play it on YouTube. Is it fun so far? Is it a good DLC? Start a new character. I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I was thinking of buying Elden Ring, but I don't know. It's still the open world aspect that makes me makes me not wanna buy it. It's gonna be a late game for me to go in. So it's gonna take a very long time. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, so it's like Dark Souls 3 then. That also had like DLC, like one DLC at the end of the game. I see. I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no. Oh yeah, I'm playing Slay the Princess. It's very fun. And we're at a very dramatic moment where we have we're how do I explain this? We're trying to stop ourselves from killing ourselves. I don't know if you know about Slay the Princess, but it's I don't know, it's like you don't. You're I guess how do I say it? Well, this is part 2 and I've been streaming for 40 minutes and last time I streamed this for 3 hours, so I'm like 4 hours in. But it's like horror game, I guess. Well, yeah, it's like a psychological horror game. But yeah, I guess I should say spoilers if anyone like came with the raid, and that's not when I get spoiled because I'm pretty far in. I stream for 5 hours. Usually, I do at least 2. Oh, nice. Yeah, for me it depends. Like, I had vacation now, so I've been able to do a little bit of longer streams. But once work starts, I'm gonna do shorter ones. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she is gone. I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no. Let's see what happens if we survive. It seems like there's nothing here, though.
Exactly, you're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
Wait, are we not gonna be able to?
What don't you believe?
Ah.
You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
Oh yeah, we slayed the prince. just now as well.
You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
We'll get 2 a.m. and it's almost 2 p.m. I haven't ate from. Oh my goodness, dude. Go get something to eat. Quickly. You need food. Oh my goodness. I just ate before stream, so I ate some salmon. There's nothing though. What the heck? Well, can't you go to the store and buy something? Is there like a store nearby? Or like, at least get some bread before you go out and buy something. Or like to fast food restaurant that's nearby. If you want like quickly eat something. I'm gonna check what there is in the house. Yeah. Oh. Scavenge hunting. BRB. Alright. Made it happen. I'm sorry. Well,
That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2? No, 3. Oh, yeah, that was 3, right? The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Wrath. Isn't it wrath? Wrath.
She won't be alive and well.
Oh,
when
the
we
voice of the
return to
cold,
that
okay.
cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. We were very cold.
You killed her, and so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
We're still alive.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
I'm here too.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I am very interested in how she's gonna react. And how she's gonna look. Because now we did the complete
I doubt
opposite.
it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away?
Yeah, what gave it away?
Your open discussions.
Oh, I see. I see.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods
Man,
is a
this
second
voice.
that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further. Though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
She might think that the narrator killed her.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Mm-hmm.
Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Alright, let's...
Well, I'm not just going to
Can
try.
I? Yeah, I was gonna say as
I'm
well.
going to do it.
Can we move forward?
I'm looking forward to it. Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Here we go. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time. I mean, yeah, it changes depending on our interaction with her. So our previous actions has, well, surprise, our actions have consequences. Well, even in other universes. I'm done with this. Bye. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. I feel like that's the one we're gonna go with. I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you're not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear?
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are.
Well, it's interesting that one of the voices would just take control like that.
I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
Yeah, proceed to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable.
Yeah.
It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
The heck?
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure
Yeah,
faintly
I was gonna
outlined
say.
against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved.
No.
So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
Yeah, there's no.
Why isn't there a pristine blade?
It was like that last time as well, right? Wait, is there never gonna be one at the third chapter then?
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Is that it? No, I don't
Perhaps
think
it's
so.
gone because An oh so deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
So dramatic.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Well, approach the mirror first.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
The entity couldn't do anything, right? She just saw whatever we saw, I think. Or something like that.
It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Can't do anything. Yeah, walk to the mirror.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
It's just gonna disappear.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
Why does that happen? I don't get it.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Me too.
I see.
I wanna see how the princess
We are
looks.
too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
Uh-huh. We did stab her.
No way left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The
She
air here
looks
is so
sad.
stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Sorry about last time. Are we good? I think we have a lot to talk about. Is anyone there? I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. I think we're just gonna go downstairs. I don't think she's gonna say anything.
As you descend the final step,
Oh.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor.
Oh, she's
her
a
wrists
ghost.
still bound
Again.
to the wall by a heavy chain.
I thought that was like an illusion,
This
but
cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away
she
transparent.
did not look alive and well, my dude.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the
Hi.
stairs, clutching a brightly burning.
Uh-oh.
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she
Oh, interesting.
isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
Really? You missed me?
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved. You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart.
Should I kill her or should
I
I?
have found it in me to forgive
Should I
the
do?
sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
Oh.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Rush for the blade, rush to the door. Are mad at me for killing you? I don't think we're gonna have enough time. Rush for the blade.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno.
Well done.
You push
Oh.
through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs. Manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade.
Hey, welcome back. Did you get anything?
The metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon. The princess,
Whoa.
smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
And is it the with pepper jack, cheese, and turkey breast slice? Oh my goodness! Delicious. Sounds very delicious.
It was so bad. But somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
Ah.
It's
Oh, here
very
we go.
romantic, really. We got
Burn
our
at the
happy
hands
ending
of a
after
fated
all.
spirit.
We can die happy.
Well, one more vessel. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Approach the mirror. Ooh, what are we gonna look like?
This doesn't feel right. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh. It remains you unraveled. Huh. We're in the long quiet again. We're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? do you know? You want to tell me? There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Then we're real. Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, first of all, I guess this one.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Eh. Do you have a narrator? Yeah.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know. I mean, he seems good at least hiding it, if like, that could be the case, or I don't know, or it's just a narrator. You think the narrator lives in the spaces beyond? He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Wait, really? He does. No, I don't know this for a fact. Killing him is not gonna do anything. Am I going to have answers? I guess so.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Fair enough. Do you think anything is really... Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Oh yeah, what's your thought on the vessel?
This one is passion betrayed.
Oh,
But even in the end, her love never faded.
god dang
She
it!
lived for a bright heart.
Well, I'm an asshole.
Do not mourn her.
Oh, okay.
She has served her purpose.
Right. Did you try and attack the vessel? Or the entity, I mean.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, Nothing can't exist. If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair enough. Should I try and attack the entity? Let's see what happens. I don't know how. Can I even do that? Nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
So I probably can't destroy my own body as well. Oh! Ah, okay, yeah. You raise. You. Wait. Oh! The heck? An even scarier entity entered chat now. Oh my god. Safe. Okay. I'll hide in the corner here. I'm safe. What is that emote, Midnight? What the heck? Stop! Oh my god, the emote is coming closer. Okay. Raise your will to end your life, but as it burns into the. What's the emote? Yeah, exactly. Well, I can see you. What the heck? What is that emote? What do you want from me? Huh? One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently plucks the instrument from your hands. Oh.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
It's my stream, Mom. Huh? Emote. Oh, okay. And jail. Total.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Wait, really? There's just one more?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Oh! What the heck was that? Wait, was there something? I fucking. Dude, did I miss it? I was moving my body. And yell over. Welcome back. The hero and a burning vessel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
So many emotes.
is a princess.
Okay, what is... so, should I... Let's see here. All over emotes. Oh, I see. I need to make my own emotes as well at some point. I could have like an emote stream at some point. Should I try and for the 3 chapters kill her, and save her? Is that possible? Silently continue. Let's do that.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find
I.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Man. I love this tabby emote. I'm not surprised. Fits you perfectly.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, was it killer and then Saber? Wait, but then she's gonna be. I'm gonna hit you with fish. And that's why I thought something was wrong. Something wasn't right.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to... The door to the basement...
I'm pressing tab, so because we heard this a bunch of times. Just checking. Just checking.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Or I'll try and struggle as much as I can, but I'll let her kill me.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Hey! What the heck, lady? What do you mean? Alright, yeah! What's going on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Wait, really? I mean, relationship can mean different things, but I don't know. It feels like you know why I'm here to kill you.
Do you?
Yeah. Like,
Don't just tell her that.
why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Oh, she has a different face. I was hoping you'd tell me. What the hell should I do here? Select. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding.
This is a serious matter, Midnight. You can't bring fish to the table right now.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
Fair
What
enough.
can my word possibly be worth in a situation like
Yeah,
this?
that's what I was trying to. From the first goddamn route. Well, here we go.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah, but. Well, yeah.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind
But it goes the
trust.
same with the narrator.
So do you trust
should-
me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of
I mean,
one
this-
person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I mean, this is kind of like the witch hunt back in the day. Like, yeah, we can't risk it. Alright, kill her. A kid said she's a witch, then that's how it has to be. That's how it is. I talked enough. What's your name? Oh wait, actually, you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. How can I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Try to clip me bullying you with fish. Yeah, that's the only thing you would like to clip, huh? Not times when I do good things super awesome stuff is Splatoon or anything like that. Nah, it's when you throw those goddamn fishes at me. Dry ass orange fishes right in my face. Super hard as well. Oh my god.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Yeah, she needs to cut her arm off.
She is. I'm sure of it.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, interesting. Should we go with princess before?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
My friend was confused about your friend. Oh, did you show someone the clip? Well, I'm getting out of here. It's time to change. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Yes, I see. Let's try this. Let's talk a little bit. Or she's just gonna be like, I don't want to talk.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
There's the red text. I've been missing that.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
I just want to get to know ya, lady.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh, so I mean, much unlocking her in the basement. I mean, this is new territory, so let's get her out of here now as well, then.
Oh, for the love of...
You have a game recommendation for me? Okay, tell me.
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
I'm glad you come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh yeah, that seems like a cool game. I don't know if my PC can handle it though.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them
What?
apart.
What? Was it my voice?
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you like the last image I sent to you? What was that? It was after the cat, you sent a horrible image. I've forgotten. My brain is trying to protect me from awful things that you send me. Although now I'm kind of curious. What was it? Wait, you sent one now? What the heck? God dang it! Oh yeah, you sent the fucking Minecraft villager chicken. What the heck is that? Oh my goodness. You have some weird Minecraft mods, Midnight. Oh my god. Can't help.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
You can lose an arm, okay.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Like Midnight when she sends me images. What the? Hey Corvus, hello! How you doing? What the heck?
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
No, don't bully me. Oh my goodness. It's warm. Yeah, it's really warm in my room as well, dude. Like yesterday, it was like 30 degrees outside. Man, that was way. And I was fucking out in the sun. I was to the beach as well. I like the beach, but man, it was so hot. What is that? Is that another... Is that another emote going to the hentai emote folder that I have? Oh my goodness, kinda thick though. Alright. Should I connect our way out? Anything to find will be free. Yeah, I guess so.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yeah.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
That's a narrator.
Is someone else here?
And to the bottom.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's try and save her.
Against your better judgment,
Yeah, that's the
you place the blade against the princess's
same
arm.
image as before.
Yielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Yeah.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Yeah, because before she was very happy. It was like the damsel in distress. But now she's...
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like
She's
she's
more-
more bothered by it.
normal.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Freedom!
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges
Yeah,
forward to
so
sink
this
the
is
blade
gonna be
into her
different
back,
next time.
but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
But I feel like this time she's not gonna care about killing us. She's not gonna have anything against that.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Yeah.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
So many emotes.
This is the end, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Right.
I hope it was worth it.
Gracias, Corvus. Ooh, the prisoner. Last time this was the damsel.
You're on a path
Chapter.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. Turn around and leave. That's probably gonna give us. Well, that's fine, I guess. Still. The heck is that emo? Hyper! Awesome. Let's try turning around and leave. Oh,
You
yeah.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Whoa! This is completely new. Oops. Oh, are we the prisoner? So we kind of did what she said last time. We're probably not gonna have much of a choice now. Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
This reminds me of Little Misfortune and the narrator Mr. Voice. Oh, I do remember watching a little bit of that Little Misfortune. This is like you go through 3 chapters. In each chapter well, the game is called Slay the Princess. So there's like a lot of choices that you can make. But yeah, I think this is the last like 3 chapters, I don't know. I have yet to sleep. Well then. And it's like probably like around 3 p.m. for you or something. Or like 2:30, 3:30.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Almost
I
dinner
told
time.
you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
What's for dinner? I'm hungry. This is someone telling the truth. Just proceed, I guess.
A warning. Before you, she will lie, she will cheat. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
We probably can't pick up the knife then either.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Or does this mean that the entity can look through here? And that we should let this... Hey Bennett, hello! How you doing? That I should not touch the glass or the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
First the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
You're doing good?
Isn't
Nice.
much to see here.
I'm doing good as well. A little bit. Very warm though. It's very warm here in Sweden. Too warm.
What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look, but there was a mirror and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay
It's
the
way
princess
too
and
hot
save
where
the
I
world
am
without a
too.
weapon.
Oh, I see. Dang. Yeah, I can't have my AC on when I'm streaming because it's right next to me. And it makes a lot of sound.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Oh.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Well,
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Game, please. Yeah, so the narrator is like wants me to kill the princess. Like all the time. But we have the choice to not slay her. Or yeah, we have a lot of choices actually. So sometimes I cold-bloodedly kill her. Other times I try and save her. It's very interesting.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh my goodness, she wants to talk. Oh my goodness, wow. A round of applause. She wants to fucking talk. God dang it, it just took 5 hours. Sit with her. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Interesting.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. Sit where you were told to sit. Oh, interesting. Either we can make her control us, I guess, or we can sit closer. Was this the God dang it, was this the 3rd chapter? Does it say anywhere? I guess we can save and see. No, we can't. Auto. No, this is this. Wait, fuck. No, this is the 2nd chapter, right? What do I want to do then? I guess should we try and like follow her orders this time, and next time we do the complete opposite or something? Sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Oh my goodness. My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers this? No, she remembers it well. What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who is it for? You say so you can always reset. I mean, I guess that's true, but I most of the time follow through with my choices. But yeah, you are right. What would you have me do? Oh my god. I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! Play the princess. What are your intentions for me? What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
You didn't bleed out. You just teleported. Apparently.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Yeah.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Yeah, and then I get teleported here anyway, my dude.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep.
Wait, did he know?
It's important. Necessary, even.
It's a contingency. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to be worse. Oh, we did. Okay.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it
Drum.
up. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Please, you just
Shouldn't
said
be
it.
daydreaming.
You shouldn't be daydreaming. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Well, that's an option. Inspect the shackles. Well, that just means I'm just gonna be there and we're just gonna starve to death. That's a possibility. Let's try it. Inspect the shackles. We need to expect them so to see that they work.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't. I am.
Better go inspect the shackles.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad.
Is she gonna?
Is it bad?
You know?
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically
Interesting.
loops from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
That is interesting.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Prison of the mind. Become your own jailer.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Very funny. God dang it, princess.
What are we supposed to do now?
I like that I blame her when I put it on.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly
Excuse me,
important.
princess. That there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important. I mean, it seems magical. Wait in silence. What should we do? I mean, so we're both so we're both stuck here. Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
No. Okay. We're both stuck here. Wait in silence. She's just gonna be like, yay.
Yep.
Well then. Not for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's very fun.
That's rude.
I always wanted to say that. What should we do? I mean, there's not much we can do. Wait in
You and the
silence.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
Why don't you take the, like, pieces of cloth of her dress and, like, try and, like, make a what is it called in English? Lasso? I throw it and get the knife. There you go.
But there isn't. Time passes.
Well done. Okay.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains
I guess
much
we're
the
just
same.
gonna die of
It is
starvation.
cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
Not for long.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
We could strangle her.
She's not ending anything. She's just
Or maybe we're too
sitting
far
there.
away.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
Mm-hmm.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I don't know why I'm looking around. I
Suppose
see.
you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Right.
Still rude.
Oh yeah.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting
Yeah,
to
that's
erode.
true.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass,
I guess
and pass.
technically we would have run out of air, yeah? So,
Until suddenly,
oh.
there are no walls.
Ooh, stars!
And
I think he's gone.
Uh-oh.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of
And
us.
don't speak too soon. What about small talk, huh?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
A buy would have been nice. What the heck? Okay. But you do not get the chance to respond. Normally it's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. And there's that. This doesn't.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
You're nothing at all. Oh. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see a figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Yeah, you see like a bird's beak or something. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
It's the narrator! Oh my goodness. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Oh. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Whoa! Oh, eyes. Explorer, so you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop? Questions. It's like pieces of you breaks. Aww. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? Have you been the same you all along? I met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? What is this place? Where are we? I mean, this is it's nothing. Destroy the mirror. The mirror is pretty much destroyed.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design.
Interesting. Okay.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Okay.
But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
No, really. Great.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? Oh, did it crash for you? Oh, it probably was a reconnect saying it. I did not notice. Should be back now though. Why did you? Let's go with this, I guess.
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Right, so they couldn't risk it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very cool.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What is my true identity? Well, I guess that's me who's playing. I'm guessing. Yeah, why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
So she's death
And
itself.
despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh.
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Who cares about dying? I died plenty of times. Usual death is good. Actually, important even.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
I would like to continue watching, but I need to sleep. I need to get up at 5. See you another time. Okay, Curvis. Alright. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And hope you sleep well. Good night. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Hmm. You know that things wouldn't just be worse if we destroy her? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
Okay. Is this gonna be like DLC? I'm gonna have to go into the files and like get rid of her or something, like Monica style. Monica's death. Hmm. I would have helped you destroy her. That's not true though. Like, I mean, in a way, he did try and tell us the best he could. She's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. Can't I just will her into something small? If you made me, then what am I? Well, I guess I'm part of the construct then. Why did you make her a princess? Huh. Soggy bread. I think I have 2 more questions.
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Oh. Run out of questions. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her and lie. Interesting. So there is a choice to... This continues! You know, I think I'm watching end. I think you're out of time. Still have to see what she thinks about all this. Ah. Man.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the... all of this is you, the long quiet. A vast and nascent god. I don't like that, but okay. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. No, proceed to the cabin one last time. Without a guarded vessel bringing the prisoner to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Interesting. Oh!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
What the heck? Whoa.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too! You know what, Echo? Did you hear our conversation? On the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? Well, I guess I'm the one who controls everything in this universe or something. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, the weight of the world is on my shoulders, huh? So many stories have been left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out and the entire world ends for good, I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. Slay. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Well, a world without death. That sounds nice.
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Well then.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Mm-hmm.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten,
Oh!
then so be
I...
it.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Oh.
Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
That was a cool visual. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can exist without you, but I've existed without you. Or address this vessel's statement directly. I I want to engage in an argument that favors death and suffering. Remain silent. So, it's very... There's a lot of argumenting in my head. I don't like... I definitely don't like seeing myself as the god of this place. I hate that concept. At the same time, I won't engage in an argument that favors death and suffering. Yeah, I don't want that. Right? I think I'm gonna reject her perspective. Man, the music is really good. What the hell?
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Because I'm just speaking from my own perspective, like that's how it is right now. Oops. With humanity, everything has an end. You can't just go on and live forever. But you have beliefs that you either go to heaven or, you know, there's a paradise or something like that, where you get to live forever, basically. It's, but at the same time, this is just a game. Why you have to be mad? If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive. Really? I wouldn't really agree on that. Stop the fight early and surrender. What the hell is address this vessel's statement directly? Let's try and argue for independence.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape. I mean, body and soul is... Oh my god, there's so much.
Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. And let's try that, I guess.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you.
Eh.
You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom.
My mass is mobbing you. There is no beginning, there is no end.
And there is no
There's only
end.
the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment you
bodies.
hold every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once.
Hold them all
And
again.
then you hold them all again.
Oh.
But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
Man. Hail to your shared humanity.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new. Somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
That's true. But if I control this universe, I wouldn't want there to be any more suffering.
You cling to your notion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Well,
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
it's easy to believe in the things you believe in, and you get to sit above it all. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective, it is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Oh.
you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you? How'd you die when I looked in the mirror? Yeah, I thought voices were not loving.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later.
Alright.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Interesting.
Go.
Oh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Whoa.
Do you need me to describe things?
I kind of missed the narrator. For all time's sake. Jimmy didn't. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Oh, now you want to chat, huh? What the hell? Yeah, play. Play!
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is.
Yep.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Mm-hmm. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the border of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave. You leave the basement behind. On the stairs. And then you leave the cabin
quiet
itself.
here.
A world free from that. You're so free. Oh, a body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. Oh yeah, this is the. I forgot to place his name. You have your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized intention to a finite plane. Or finite. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone, she's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Oops. Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives away. Whoa. Whoa. And then the shattering. You're free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it
Oh,
through.
it's
All
not-
it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Oh, that was the first voice that we got. I'm pretty sure.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it.
Oh no.
Personally, inconsolable.
Why is he here?
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Oh, there we go. Slay the princess, a new and unending. Ah, what did I say? I didn't see. Ooh, interesting. I didn't save, but I kind of want to try and get the other ending. Man. This was a really cool game. Ooh, so many Patreon testers. Well, thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. A long, quiet transformation. There was some really cool songs. Like in the boss fight or whatever you want to call it. I guess you can call it a boss fight. Ooh. Oh. Mailing list, subreddit, somewhere else. Make your playlist. Play our other game. I'm just gonna return to main menu. Oh. Well then. Oh my goodness. Alright, I need to quickly BRB and get some